Hey, welcome to another proven email breakdown video. It's great to be here. My voice is getting better. So today we're actually breaking down a longer email because yesterday's was pretty short. And this one's from the Motley Fool. And I absolutely love this company. They're one of the best financial newsletter companies out there. And their copywriters are some of the best copywriters in the entire world. And after we go through this email, you're going to see exactly why. But as you can see, this is way longer. And to be completely honest, like the text here, it's a bit intimidating. Like all the lines, they are very long lines. I don't usually like this type in an email, especially. So this seems more like an excerpt from an article. But it's not. It's an email that drives to, I'm guessing, a video sales letter or a long form sales page. But still, the copywriting here is just top-notch quality, and I call this the unique new opportunity email because, and we've talked about this before many times in my past videos, link in the description if you want to check them out. Whenever you're introducing a new idea or you want to sell something, you have to know that people, they've seen it before, they've heard it before, they've been burned before, okay? They're jaded, and you have to give them a unique new opportunity that can bring about their number one desire and also tease a unique new mechanism that you have that's different and superior compared to anything else they've seen before. And if you know these things, if you just know these things, it's a huge trump card in your arsenal to create powerful marketing campaigns. It's super powerful, and even if you just know these things and you're not a good copywriter or something, you can still create an idea, a big idea or something similar that makes it intriguing for people to click on it, to check it out and to buy. So this one, you're gonna see we're introducing a unique new opportunity for a stock pick, and the audience for this, they're most likely older audiences, the typical financial newsletter audience like Grandpa Kirk used in the Agora companies. You know, they're always looking for the next best thing. Like they have this weird melancholy about missing out on Amazon or Facebook or something like that, and they're always on the lookout for the next hot new stock tip, right? And the Motley Fool knows this, and they're like a 9 or 10 figure company, and for the last 10 years they're always doing the same thing, okay? They're kind of introducing one obscure little company that's linked to one of these giant superstar companies like Apple, like Amazon, like Facebook, or something like that, and they introduce the new game-changing technology of this small underdog that nobody knows about, only you, if you click on the link, and then how that new technology is related to revolutionizing the entire industry, the entire game. So if you understand this, then suddenly all these promotions and most financial promotions, suddenly they make sense. So let's just jump into it. The subject line says, CEO says this is worth 35 Amazons. So CEO is kind of like a proof element. He must be smart, right? Says this is worth 35 Amazons. So this, I always like to use this in copy because it implies a little secret, like which one are you referring to? Which one is this? It's worth 35 Amazons. There's specifics here, but there's also a big greed part of this. Like, wow, Amazon is one of the biggest companies out there, and you know, this is worth 35 Amazons. I gotta check it out. Remember, the target audience, their core desire is greed, okay? They want to make more money. They want to always hear about the new hot stock tip. And even though they bought 99 other stock tips before, they're still curious about the 100 because this will be the saving grace, right? They're gamblers in a sense. So of course you don't have to like exploit these people, but you know, you gotta give them what they want, and the Motley Fool is definitely giving them what they want. So let's jump into the email itself. Amazon's Jeff Bezos stunned investors recently when he revealed that one emerging technology is the key to Amazon's future success. So one emerging technology, we can immediately see the unique new opportunity plus the benefit. Next line. In fact, Bezos argues that it's hard to overstate the impact of this game-changing technology. So there's an immediate proof, because think about it. This is kind of like a promise. Ooh, there's something new here that's a game-changing technology. It's gonna give you something totally wild, right? And then you have to follow it up with proof. And the Agora companies and these financial copywriters know this, because you're writing to older audiences who've been burned multiple times before. They're super skeptical, so you have to over-deliver on proof. And that's why they have like 3 different proof points here. And there's also a specific formula called the CPB formula, claim, proof, benefit, which kind of goes like this. You make a claim, you bring up 3 proof points, and then you contextualize what this means in terms of benefits, like what the reader will gain from something like this. And then you repeat this over and over and over again in these types of sales letters, because otherwise it's just an empty promise. So we have the Bezos proof here, like Bezos said something, and this is combined with the secret here, this game-changing technology. What can this be? Then you have another proof point, the CEO of ARK Investments, who adds to what Bezos said, like, we think it could approach 17 trillion in market cap, which would be 35 Amazons. So this is the contextualization element here, which would be 35 Amazons. Then you have a philosophical question. What in the world could be worth 35 Amazons? Well, the answer is AI. So this is the third proof, because Wired says it. It's not me, the copywriter, saying it. It's Wired magazine telling it. And basically, this is the breakthrough. This is the giant leap forward that, again, another proof, Wall Street insiders are seeing dollar signs because of this. So they must know something, right? They must know something. It must be a unique new opportunity. Then the next line says, and if you're an investor, I haven't even told you the best part, because one remarkable company is absolutely dominating this exploding market. So if you're an investor, this qualifies people. And we're going to see tons of because in this copy. And I like that, because you see, because is a strong reason why element. Whenever you can back off anything you say with a because element, it makes it more powerful, more persuasive. And there's a lot of studies about this. If people use because to further their cause, they will get what they want in most cases. So, and the other thing that I want to take note of is this one remarkable company. So again, we have this obscure little company with huge potential, right? That's what I've been telling you in the beginning of the same email. There's always this one obscure little company that nobody knows about, but you gotta act fast because they will eventually. More on that in a second, but I'm amazed at how the super rich are reacting to this technology. So we have a classic open loop here with some proof elements then. Like, hey, look at these people. A Shark Tank billionaire, Baidu CEO, Warren Buffett. All these people, they are amazed by this. So it must be something cool, right? And if they listen, they're paying attention to it, you should probably pay attention as well. And again, a reason why element, because there's another company is producing a component so powerful that it is absolutely annihilating its competition. So I don't know which one is it. It can be NVIDIA, because I don't think that's the 1/6 of the size of Amazon, but it's probably some sort of chip maker or something that's producing some sort of microchip. It's probably a microchip, and they're could it be Intel? Maybe Intel. Maybe they've developed a new type of chip that makes it easier for supercomputers or AI computers to operate. You know, it's basic stuff, but all this copy, it adds extra layers of mystery to it. And that's why it makes it more powerful. You're not giving it away. You're building up momentum and hype and curiosity and desire for it. So there's more proof elements after it, implied proof. So everything I'm hearing coming out of Silicon Valley and Wall Street, this is, I know it's a bold prediction, but, and this is the kicker here, 5 years from now, you'll probably wish you'd bought this stock. And this is huge because, again, think about this target audience. They have huge FOMO. They're constantly bashing themselves for missing out on the last Amazon, Facebook, Google, Tesla, and because they didn't listen. Of course, everything is super biased. Like, sure, Motley Fool can say that their stock tips outperforms the market, but they're cherry picking data as everyone else, right? It's very clear from all the research that almost nobody can consistently outperform the market. Sure, maybe over the last 5 years, the portfolio they're recommending is outperforming the S&P 500 index, but in the long term, there's almost no chance for that to happen consistently. But people still want to buy this dream, right? That's what they want, and that's what the Motley Fool and many other companies are giving them. Because that's what they want, right? Like Gene Schwartz talked about this. You got to give people what they want, tap into their already existing desire, and not try to manufacture new desires. And it's very hard to do this. Like, even in my case, I'm doing these proven email breakdown videos. I'm getting basically terrible viewership numbers on them because most people aren't interested in these long form, super in-depth videos. They just want the how to get rich quick on the internet type of videos because that's their built-in core desire, right? I still don't care. I still want to do these because I also learn a lot from these videos while, dissecting these emails. It makes me a better copywriter and marketer as well. Plus, all the deeper psychology things that are going on here. And, at this point, it's hard to argue that my content is pretty much the best content on the internet when it comes to deeper, long-form copywriting analysis. Nobody else even comes close to this. And let me tell you, like, I've been in a lot of people's courses, and, even inside, like, people don't spend so much, they don't add so much details to some basic things like I cover in these videos. But still, this is not what people are interested in. Even they tell you that's what they want. It's not exactly, but still, it is what it is. This is my style, and I'm the guy who, the sales letter or email breakdown guy at this point who produces more valuable free content than others. That's it. But people still are not interested in it enough, especially from first world countries. But it's still it's still evergreen content, and it's gonna serve me for the rest of, I wouldn't say my life, but for years probably, and it will help a lot of people as well. So, okay, with that being said, with that out of the way, let's jump back into the email here. But I just wanted to make this as a side note because it's so hard to respect Eugene Schwartz's teachings. That's pretty much the whole reason why I went into this side rant. Even though we know that it's smarter to give people what they actually want. And in my case, for my market, they want quick, easy, painless, get rich quick. But I don't believe in that, and it's not true. And I don't want to rip people off, right? But still, it's under converting, let's just say, compared to just selling them the dream, like so many others are doing. So I guess this is one of the big dramas of life. Whatever. So the next part, basically after this, which is a really nice FOMO element, it adds more curiosity here. So the good news is that you can find out all about this company and this incredible technology in an exclusive report I've put together that you can have, right? So we've used all this copy to build up tons of curiosity and desire for this whole new technology. At this point, people definitely are interested. They want to check it out. And we are giving them the opportunity to follow up on this opportunity, and there's also a little bit of urgency. But if you want to get in on this opportunity, I encourage you to act quickly. And again, you see the because. It's a reason why element. Because the story of the coming boom is already starting to leak out. Ooh, okay. The story of the coming boom is already starting to leak out. What I've told you so far is just the tip of the iceberg. So this implies that there's more here, okay? There's more. And then we have the purpose motivation, which is very strong. Instead of just giving people an offer, we tell them, our mission here is to help regular Americans like you understand how to take advantage of this trend. And here's the full story. We've laid out everything for you in this brand new report. It's called AI Disruption Playbook, an investor's guide to this 19 trillion market. So even the name of this content piece, it sounds really enticing. Ooh, I like the AI Disruption Playbook and the subhead as well. So this is the first time we mentioned the content piece here. Look at it. It's like the two-thirds at the two-third mark of this email. At this point, people, they're on fire. They definitely want to get their hands on this. So then we give them some high-level overview of this product. So inside, you'll discover our top 3 stocks for this rapidly developing trend that could potentially become bigger than the creation of the internet itself. Wow, what a promise, right? Become bigger than the creation of the internet. But there's always like the could potentially become bigger, because obviously in terms of legal, you cannot say that it will become bigger, because that's like a misleading false claim. But you can say could potentially become bigger. But the thing is, when people in our target audience, and in this case, basically gamblers who always want the next money-making stock, they want to make money quickly and a lot of money, when they read something like could potentially become bigger, their brain interprets it like it will actually become bigger. So it's wishful thinking at its finest. Again, just giving people what they want. So at this point, people feel like, okay, I want to get this report, and I'm sure it's going to be great. How can I get my hands on it? And then we get the first basically soft sell here. So you may not be eligible to access this valuable research because AI Disruption Playbook, an investor's guide to this 19 trillion market, is privately published and only available to members of Motley Full Stock Advisor. So it's a push and pull dynamic. It's like, hey, this is the best thing since sliced bread. You can get it, but no, you actually can get it because this is reserved only for members of the Motley Fool Stock Advisor. It's a little like, it hits people a little bit, I would say, but it builds a lot of desire for them to actually get the Motley Fool Stock Advisor, and that's the core product here. It's a subscription product. It costs $50 per year, $49. And in almost every single case, especially in financial copywriting, you see that basically you have to sell the report, the special report, the secret, the big idea, and then tell that it's basically free when they subscribe to the main newsletter, the main paid newsletter. And this is a tried and tested strategy. A lot of physical email newsletters also use this because it would be super hard to find 100 different angles for your continuity product. It's way easier to always come up with some sort of new report, and then you sell the report and give it to them for free when they subscribe to the product itself. It's pretty cool. And it works. It works super nicely. And if you sell some sort of membership program or something like that, try it. Try with a new bonus or something. You'll be surprised by how well this works. So, which is why I want to do something radical to make sure you can become eligible almost instantly. So, at this point, we've introduced the offer, and people are like, oh, okay, I want this, but I don't know about this Motley Fool Stock Advisor. But then, we're just not leaving them hanging. We give them like a special offer, but it's not just some like typical special offer. It's branded. It's almost like an event. It's called the AI Disruption Event. So because of this AI Disruption Event, we're doing a one-day only flash sale. We've been authorized to do a one-day only flash sale because we want as many people as possible to get their hands on this report. So notice, it's basically just a flash sale. But how much more strong it is if you position it as something like, we genuinely want to help as many people as possible understand this. So because of that, we're creating this special event called the AI Disruption event. And because of that, we've been authorized to give you a one-day flash sale, super discount. Because of this, you can get in for as little as $49 per year. So this is kind of like the discounted price, but there's always a discount with these types of things. We also contextualize it here. That's an incredible one day only sale price, up to 75% off. So there's even contextualization like, oh, normally this costs 4 times as much. So it's a steal. So at this point, we get a very short overview of the Motley Full Stock Advisor as well, just one paragraph, because this email's job isn't to like sell the product that much, is to get them to click on the video sales page. So after this, we get some proof like, there's a reason why over 400,000 investors tune in to discover which stocks are the best. And, it's not an empty promise. Here's proof. Like, it's no surprise because since 2002, Motley Full Stock Advisor's average stock pick has returned over 533%, which is quadruple the return of the market. So that's biased on so many levels, by the way. It depends on how you look at statistics, and it's definitely cherry-picked data. But to the average investor or the people who want, again, they have wishful thinking, this is like, oh my God, that sounds amazing. And sure, like some of these stocks definitely overperform things, but I'm sure that I would be able to find some sort of financial data that basically can almost present the inverse to you as well. Okay, so but still, it's a strong proof element, and it's awesome. But the only way for you to also profit from this is to become an insider, and the only way to become an insider is to get our Stock Advisor membership. But you can do it risk-free. There's a risk reversal element as well. It allows you to get your money back if you're not impressed. It's a typical type of risk reversal, not double your money back or something like that. It's like, hey, try it. Even if you don't like it, you're gonna keep the report. So it's like no risk to you at all. Because this is like a longer paragraph, we also have a repetition element after it, and it says, that's right, you can sign up for Stock Advisor today for up to 75% off, get the full details on these AI disruption stocks, and get your full membership fee back if you aren't completely satisfied. This is your chance, it's your opportunity, it's the best deal we can ever offer you. But, and I love this, there's organic urgency here. They say, because according to our analyst, this next gen tech revolution looks like it's about to take off. And I think you want to get in on this before that happens, right? Again, capitalizing on their FOMO, and it's an organic urgency element. It makes sense, like it's not forced at all. Like, hey, really, like after many others hear about this, it's not gonna be such an amazing investment anymore. Right? But if you get in now and all the other suckers get in after you, then you get the profit off of their hesitation, right? So it's a pretty enticing proposition here. So then we have the call to action. Just tap the button below to get started, and we have the typical first-person call to action, which I like. Yes, I want to claim my report and discount today. So it's almost like it's already mine. Like I want to claim my report and discount. So it looks pretty cool. I like it. And I think it's definitely effective. Although I'm not sure about this super long length. It just seems like a lot of work to get through this. If you're just a regular email browser or something, people are not gonna read all this, definitely. But then again, like the Motley Fool knows his audience best. They can also use this exact thing. They can copy paste it in a Facebook ad or in an advertorial. Absolutely, they can do it and that's the whole point of this, of the conclusion of this video. If you have the core elements of the unique selling, the unique new mechanism and the unique new opportunity, and you have all these foundational elements here, then it doesn't really matter how your copy looks like from a micro copywriting level, because you have all the important places, all the important pieces, in place because of this. It makes your job as a copywriter or offer owner 10 times more effective, 10 times easier. So yeah, that's it for this one. It's really high level copywriting. It's just the formatting of it is a little weird to me. But on an advertorial, this would be amazing. And let me know what you think. Like, did you enjoy this? Did you not enjoy this? What do you think about using this cherry pick data or anything else like that? If you want to share, happy to read. I'm always happy to read all your comments, and I make my best to respond to every single one of them. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, share this with someone if they'd be interested in it, and keep following this challenge, because I have more great stuff for you in the upcoming days and weeks. So thanks again for watching. See you in the next one.